What up, tube? Today's video, I'm going to show y'all on why I switched to a floor mattress, on why I chose to sleep on a floor mattress. And they like to call it like a Japanese floor mattress because that's, I'm pretty sure that's how like the Japanese sleep. They sleep on these little thin little, little comforts, with like a little foundation support underneath. But I'm going to show y'all first what it looks like, and then I'm going to tell y'all like the benefits of why I chose to do this and the reason why I did it, But yeah. All right, now I'm going to show y'all what it looks like. There comes with two pieces you can buy. Like they both come separate. This first part, this is literally the mattress. This part right here, this is just this little inch and a half little mattress that you can buy. You can just buy this by itself, put this on your floor. What I like to do, you can just sleep on this by itself, but I like to put like my sheets that I put on there. I don't have any sheets on there right now because I just washed, but this is it. This is like a queen size mattress cover thing, or not cover, but a comforter. And then the second part is like, this is like the foundation piece right here that you could use. It's called like a Cocoa Shield Tatami mat, I think. And this just protects it from the ground, from like any moisture on the ground or whatnot. And it's like adds an even surface to it. This is also just to show y'all what it looks like in my room. Here, look, I'll come from the front door. So you're like in the corner. That's where I had my mattress in there before. Like I'll show y'all what mattress I had before. I had this mattress with this bed frame and literally that mattress, and I put it in that corner, but it literally would take up so much space. But with this, it just adds so much more space. I can do my yoga, I can do my stretching, I do my mobility. But yeah. All right, boom. Now I'm going to talk about the benefits of why I chose, or why the benefits of sleeping on a floor mattress, and why I chose to sleep on a floor mattress, And it's like I've already like, there's instantly like the next day of waking up of sleeping on a floor mattress, there's an instant change, bro. Like I already feel so much more lighter, so much more not tight. When I sleep on a mattress, I always wake up because I'm always doing yoga. I'm always stretching. I'm always making sure my body's loose. I'm making sure, I'm not, there's no emotional energy being stored in my hips or my back or my spine, So it's like when I sleep on a regular mattress, like how I used to sleep, like I remember like the night before I would do my yoga, do my stretching, make sure I'm not tight when going to bed. And then once I woke up, it's like all that was for nothing. Like I stretched for nothing, because it's like, I don't know, with me sleeping on those mattresses, it's always I wake up more tighter than I went to bed, And it's like, I don't know, because they say like mattresses don't really support our spines. They don't support our lumbar spine. They don't support our hips, our sciatic nerve, So it's like, it makes so much sense on why we're not meant to be sleeping on those mattresses, because it's like they're too comfortable, Like people just sleep on because, one, that's what we've been told to sleep on, and they just think it's comfortable because it's soft, But it's like, are you really getting the best sleeping on a regular mattress? I don't know. This could be different for totally different people, But you know how they say it's like, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed, and I feel like that, I don't know, this is just what I thought. I feel like it kind of makes sense on why that is a saying, because it's like, with those mattresses, it's so unpredictable on how you're going to wake up, because your body's not being laid on a consistent surface. It's uneven. Those mattresses are always uneven. Like your back and your shoulders are like dipped into the bed, and then your legs are kind of up, and then your neck, kind of twisted with the pillows and whatnot. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I kind of came to that conclusion that like, I feel like that's why that is a saying, and why we're not meant to sleep on mattresses. But yeah, like the benefits of what I've got from sleeping on this thing is waking up not as tight. Is like, I never sleep on the wrong side of the bed. I'm never waking up sore, and you shouldn't be waking up sore for no reason, like if you didn't work out that day, or like your body shouldn't be getting sore from sleeping in your bed, you know, or sleeping on the pillows with the bed, you know. And it's like with this mattress, it just creates also just so much more space in my room to do yoga, for example, like to do my stretches. Like when you wake up, you should be, for me, I like to wake up instantly and start stretching and start doing yoga, doing my mobility, you know, loosen it, or you know, lengthening my spine or whatnot, you know. Now I gotta fix my posture, but it's like it just creates so much space. It's so much more room to operate in and to do what you want to do. And you can roll this whole thing up. Like you can fold this whole thing, pack these little things up like those stuff at recess where you play, like those little mats, you know what I'm talking about? Just pack those things up and literally just put it back when you go to sleep. And for me, I like to, you can just sleep on this main thing, but I like to put sheets over it to just to protect it even more, because, you know, you don't want to be sweating on this really if you're using it every day, you know, because like it can build up just dirt. And, you know, that's also why this shield thing right here is, look, it literally is this whole square piece that you put under the mattress just to have like an even surface and to have a foundation for it. But this just helps out so much because also it just, you know, it aligns your body as you're sleeping as well, you know. And it's also like another thing is like think back to the ancient times, to the olden days, to how our ancient ancestors used to live, how the ancient Egyptians, the ancient Mayans, for my ancestors, were living. You know, it's like they weren't sleeping on these thick ass mattresses, these comfy ass mattresses. You know, like they were sleeping on flatter surfaces, more even surfaces. They were sleeping on the ground with, you know, a blanket or two. You know, and that's how they, like, for instance, say like even the Asian people now, like how they sleep on these little things, because this thing is they call this a Japanese floor mattress. And think about all the Chinese people, all the Japanese people, how long they live, you know, and they sleep on these things. This helps them get to age 100 plus, you know, 90 plus, you know. So it's like, why are we not sleeping on these things? It just makes so much more sense. But I also get like, some people are very sensitive in their sleep, which is obvious, of course. So it's like, I don't know, some people are meant for this, some people are not, you know. So it's like, this was just a teaching moment for me that I wanted to relay to whoever, you know, to maybe potentially plant a seed in their head that, oh, maybe my sleep has been a little iffy here and there, so maybe I'll try it out, you know. Because, you know, it's like, I don't know if I just said this, but I'm going to say it again. It's like sleeping, with sleeping on a floor mattress, you don't wake up on the wrong side of the bed. You know, that's not a thing. And I feel like how that correlates with sleeping on the wrong side of the bed is when you are sleeping on those thick mattresses, it's like, for me, I feel like it's unpredictable on how you're going to wake up because of those comforters and those mattresses. They don't really support your spine, really. They don't support your hips when you're sleeping. That's why it's like, I've seen when you are sleeping on those regular mattresses, like you should be sleeping with a pillow like in between your legs, depending on how you sleep. Like if you're sleeping sideways on your arm, you should have a pillow in between your knees, like right here when you're sleeping on your side. And like when you're sleeping on your back, have it underneath your knees. So it's like, with this, you don't have to do that, you know. That just adds an extra thing to do when you're sleeping, you know. It just adds extraness. But, you know, this is just something, you know, I just wanted to say. I wanted to relay my information, my story of sleeping on this thing and why I chose to do it. Because it's like, you know, I don't know. For me spiritually and who I am becoming, it just makes sense on why I should be sleeping on this, you know. Because it's like, no, like I said earlier, like with regular mattresses, I'll stretch the whole day. I'll stretch right until I go to bed. I'll do my yoga, and then I'll go to bed on those regular Mattress Firm. My mattress was a Serta mattress, and it's like I wake up tighter than I went to bed, you know. And it's like, that shouldn't really be happening, you know. Like my body shouldn't feel tight. I shouldn't be in pain from waking up on these things. And with this that doesn't happen literally at all. Like I can totally tell a difference in my spine and my neck. You know, like when I wake up sleeping on this floor mattress, like my neck doesn't feel like it doesn't hurt when I've been down. And this right here, like this back part of your neck and your spine, you know, like that doesn't hurt as much, or it doesn't hurt really compared to sleeping on those mattresses, you know. But yeah, I think that's gonna be the end of this video. You know, this was just me telling my story, my experience with sleeping on this, you know. Just adds so much more room to my space. You know, it's like in this little corner. Got the couch, and those are the sheets. I just washed those. I like to put the sheets on it to protect it even more. You know, it just adds so much more room in your room, you know? And it's like, if you're into yoga, if you're into stretching, then this is easy. You can literally do it on this. This could be your yoga mat, really, you know? But yeah, that'll do it.